Have you ever noticed how some people seem to fade after 70, while others remain vibrant, optimistic, and full of life? Eugene, a 7-year-old former factory supervisor from Wisconsin, used to wake up every morning with a heavy feeling in his chest. Not physical pain, but a weight, a sense that his best days were behind him. He'd look in the mirror and think, "I'm just getting older and weaker," but something shifted when his grandson asked him one simple question. "Grandpa, what are you looking forward to today?" Eugene paused. He couldn't answer, and that moment changed everything. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating: how a positive mindset may help support healthier aging after 70, and the science-backed, practical steps you can take to cultivate this mindset daily. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for living healthier, longer, and with more purpose. If you value feeling better physically and mentally as you age, please hit that subscribe button. We're here to support you every step of the way. Let's talk about why your mindset matters more than most people realize, especially after 60. As we age, certain health risks naturally increase. Our immune system may become less responsive, healing takes longer. Inflammation levels can rise, cognitive function may decline. These are biological realities, but here's where it gets interesting. Research from institutions like Harvard School of Public Health and the Mayo Clinic suggests that our mental outlook may influence how our bodies age, not just emotionally, but physically. According to findings summarized by Harvard researchers, individuals with higher levels of optimism tend to have longer lifespans and lower mortality risk. This doesn't mean optimism cures disease, but it suggests a meaningful connection between mental outlook and physiological health. People with a more hopeful, resilient mindset often recover from illness more steadily, report lower levels of chronic stress, maintain better cardiovascular function, stay socially engaged longer, and take better care of themselves overall. Think of it this way: your mind is like the control center of a factory. If the control center is constantly sending alarm signals, danger, shut down, decline, the entire system starts operating in survival mode. Your body tenses, your stress hormones rise, your energy drops. But when the control center sends signals of calm, purpose, and possibility, we're managing, we're adapting, we're okay, the entire system functions more smoothly. This isn't about forced happiness or pretending everything is perfect. It's about maintaining what researchers call hopefulness and resilience. Even when facing real challenges, many seniors describe this mindset shift as, "I can't control everything, but I'll focus on what I can do." And that shift, my friends, matters enormously for your health, your happiness, and your longevity. Now let's talk about the mental patterns that can quietly undermine your health if left unchecked. These aren't character flaws, they're common traps. And awareness is the first step to changing them. The first trap is catastrophic thinking. This is the thought pattern of, "It's only going to get worse. I'm too old to improve. It's too late for me now." These thoughts trigger stress hormones like cortisol, which over time can weaken your immune system, raise blood pressure, and increase inflammation. They also discourage healthy behaviors. Why eat well or exercise if it doesn't matter anyway? Eugene used to think this way. Every ache felt like proof he was falling apart, but catastrophic thinking is a habit, not a fact. And habits can be retrained. The second trap is identity shrinking. When aging becomes your whole identity, "I am old. This is just how aging is. I'm no longer useful." This mindset reduces motivation to stay active, engaged, or curious. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, maintaining a sense of purpose and identity, why beyond age is linked to better cognitive function and emotional health. What to remember is this: you are not old, you are a person who is aging. There's a difference. One defines you by a number. The other recognizes you're still growing, learning, and becoming. The third trap is emotional isolation. Not talking to anyone about struggles. Not asking for help. Telling yourself, I don't want to bother anyone. Silence burdens the nervous system. Connection relieves it. The Mayo Clinic notes that social isolation is linked to increased risk of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. Here's an important note. Sharing your struggles isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's recognizing that humans are wired for connection, especially during difficult times. The fourth trap is past comparing language. I used to be able to do this. I used to be stronger. Life was better before. Living in longing for the past blocks gratitude for the present. It creates a constant feeling of loss rather than appreciation for what you still have and can do. Here's a reality check. Yes, some things have changed, but many things have also improved. You are wisdom, your patience, your perspective. Focus on what you've gained, not just what you've lost. The fifth trap is negativity loop exposure, constant exposure to sensational news, social conflict, fear-based messaging, political outrage, and negative aging stereotypes. These inputs subtly shape your beliefs about aging itself. Research suggests that repeated exposure to negative messaging and increased stress, anxiety, and feelings of helplessness. Here's a practical tip. Limit news consumption to 15 to 20 minutes daily. Choose uplifting or educational content. The rest of the time, your nervous system will thank you. The goal is not be positive all the time. That's unrealistic and exhausting. The goal is to shift your emotional average upward by even 10 to 15%. Small, consistent changes create massive long-term results. Here's how. First, practice the morning grateful anchor for 1 to 3 minutes as soon as you wake up. Before checking your phone or turning on the television, state out loud or silently one thing you look forward to, one thing you appreciate, and one thing you're capable of doing. For example, I'm thankful I can still walk around my house. I look forward to my morning coffee. I'm capable of calling my daughter today. This trains your brain's focus system. According to Ocean's research, the brain naturally scans for threats, but when you intentionally focus on positives first thing in the morning, you're training your attention muscle. Eugene started doing this very morning. At first, it felt awkward, but after 2 weeks, he noticed he woke up with less dread. After a month, his wife noticed he smiled more. Please note, Eugene's experience is his personal journey and may not reflect everyone's results. Always consult your healthcare provider about changes in mood or mental health. Second, train possibility thinking. Instead of saying, I can't do that, try asking, how might I be able to do that differently? Instead of saying, I'm too old to learn this, try asking, what's a simple way I can start? This shift opens the psychological door to action. It moves you from fixed mindset to growth mindset, a concept researched extensively by psychologists studying aging and adaptability. A key nutrient for brain health is omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, walnuts, and flaxseed. These support cognitive flexibility and neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections. How to apply this? Eat 2 to 3 servings of omega-3 rich foods weekly. Consider a high-quality fish oil supplement if recommended by your doctor. Third, practice social nourishment with the 3-connection rule. Aim for 3 meaningful human interactions daily. Even short ones, a real conversation with a family member, a friendly chat at the store, a phone call with a friend, greeting a neighbor, or simply saying hello to someone online. Connection is medicine for the nervous system. The American Heart Association notes that social engagement may reduce stress-related cardiovascular risk. A safety note: if you're managing depression or severe isolation, please reach out to your doctor. Professional support can make a significant difference. Fourth, commit to learning something new weekly. But be tiny. A new word, a new recipe, a new fact, a new song, how to use a feature on your phone, or a new exercise movement. The goal is growth stimulation, not mastery. ACO, reading to National Institutes of Health Research on Aging. Mental stimulation through learning may help maintain cognitive function and emotional well-being. Eugene started learning one new thing about birds every week. It gave him something to look forward to, something to share with his grandson, and a reason to sit outside and observe nature. Fifth, get daily light exposure, go outside, even used for 5 to 10 minutes, natural daylight helps regulate mood, circadian rhythm, vitamin D production, and emotional stability. Many seniors report that sunlight itself feels uplifting and life-affirming. How to apply this? Sit on your porch, walk around your yard, or simply stand by a sunny window. Aim for morning sunlight when possible. It's most effective for circadian rhythm regulation. And sixth, rewrite the aging narrative. When you hear someone say growing old is terrible, you can respond with growing old is different, and I'm learning to adapt, or quietly think, I'm still becoming. Language reshapes belief. Belief reshapes behavior. Behavior reshapes health outcomes. Journal of Aging Studies research suggests that individuals with positive aging self-perceptions tend to engage in healthier behaviors and report better quality of life. Seventh, practice self-compassion. Say to yourself, I'm doing the best I can, and that's enough. Self-kindness is not indulgence, it's emotional maintenance. According to psychological research, self-compassion reduces stress, improves emotional resilience, and supports healthier aging. When Eugene struggled to lift something he used to lift easily, instead of thinking I'm useless, he'd think my body has changed and I'm adapting. That takes courage. Here are some powerful micro habits you can start today. Smile intentionally at least once per hour. Write one uplifting sentence nightly. Limit negative conversations. Sit up straight when you speak. Look people in the eyes. Speak with a warm tone. Even to yourself. Celebrate small wins. Even micro habits create macro changes over time. Let me tell you what happened to Eugene after 6 months of practicing these habits. He still had the same body, the same age, the same aches and limitations, but something fundamental had shifted. He started looking forward to mornings again. He reconnected with old friends. He volunteered at a local community center, helping younger workers learn factory safety, something he'd done for 40 years. One day, his grandson asked him again, "Grandpa, what are you looking forward to today?" This time, Eugene smiled and said, "Everything. You deserve to feel that way too. You deserve to wake up with purpose, hope, and a sense that your best days aren't behind you. They're right now. Here's your challenge. Choose just one habit from today's video. Start tomorrow morning. Try it for 7 days. Then come back and leave a comment telling us how you feel. And if you know someone who could benefit from this message, a friend, a spouse, a neighbor, please share this video with them. Sometimes the smallest gesture of care makes the biggest difference. If you're ready to feel better, both mentally and physically, subscribe to Senior Health Facts right now. We're here to walk this journey with you, one video at a time now. Let's address some of the most common questions people ask about this topic. Many people wonder, does a positive mindset guarantee better health? No, it's not a guarantee, but research suggests it may support healthier behaviors and better stress regulation, which can influence health outcomes. Think of it as one important factor among many, not a magic cure. Others ask, what if I natura? I tend to worrying. Worrying is human. The goal is not to eliminate fear, but to add balance, hope, and perspective. You can be a worrier and practice optimism. They're not opposites. They're companions on your journey. Some people question, is optimism just pretending things are fine? No, that's denial. Optimism acknowledges reality while still expecting improvement or adaptation. It's saying, this is hard and I'm managing. Both truths can exist at once. People often ask, what if I've suffered loss, loneliness, or grief? You can be healing and hopeful, positive. Your mindset does not erase pain, but it can help you live alongside it with more grace and resilience. If grief feels overwhelming, please speak with a counselor or a therapist. Professional support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Another common question is, can I develop a positive mindset even at 70, 80, or 90? Yes, mindset is a trainable practice at any age, the brain, and retains adaptability longer than most people assume. Neuroplasticity doesn't stop at 60. Your brain can still change, grow, and heal. Finally, people wonder, what if positivity feels fake or faux? First, start with neutral thoughts, not happy thoughts. Move from this is awful to this is difficult, but I'm managing. Slow, gentle progression feels more genuine and sustainable. Let me share a practical guide you can use daily to support your mindset and aging journey. When you find yourself caught in catastrophic self-talk, recognize that this increases stress hormones in your body. Instead, refer on challenges calmly. This simple shift can reduce inflammation and improve your mood. If you notice identity shrinking, where you reduce yourself to just being old, understand that this reduces motivation. Replace it by keeping yourself engaged in learning new things. This supports cognitive function and keeps your mind active. When emotional isolation creeps in, remember that it burns your nervous system. Make it a priority to have 3 daily meaningful interactions with others. Research shows this can lower cardiovascular risk. If you're caught in negative media loops that reinforce fear and anxiety, choose instead to spend time in nature, get sunlight, and engage in movement. These natural approaches regulate mood effectively. When self-blame rises and increases cortisol levels, practice self-compassion statements instead. This builds emotional resilience over time. Here's a suggested daily routine to help you implement these practices. In the morning, wake up and practice the grateful anchor for 1 to 3 minutes, then go outside for 5 to 10 minutes of natural light. At lunchtime, have a meaningful conversation with someone, whether family, friend, or neighbor. Practice possibility thinking if a challenge arises during your day. In the evening, write one uplifting sentence in a journal and reflect on one small win from your DI. As a bonus throughout the week, learn one new thing. It could be a word, a fact, a recipe, or even a phone feature. Save these practices, share them with someone you care about. The research supporting what we've discussed today comes from several respected institutions. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health has conducted studies on optimism and longevity. Their research findings suggest that individuals with higher optimism levels tend to have longer lifespans and lower mortality risk, indicating a potential link between mental outlook and physiological health. The Mayo Clinic has studied the effects of positive thinking on stress. They outline how positive thinking may reduce stress-related inflammation and improve psychological resilience, indirectly supporting physical health outcomes. The National Institute on Aging, part of the National Institutes of Health, has conducted aging and emotional regulation studies. Their research indicates that older adults may benefit physiologically from emotional regulation, mindfulness practices, and maintaining optimistic perspectives. The American Heart Association has examined mental age, health, and cardiovascular outcomes. They note that mindset and emotional state may influence heart health, potentially affecting recovery rates and disease progression in cardiovascular conditions. The Journal of Aging Studies has published research on aging self-perceptions and health behaviors. Their research suggests that individuals with positive aging self-perceptions tend to engage in healthier behaviors and report better quality of life as they age. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we've shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your mental and physical health. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your lifestyle, especially if you're managing chronic conditions or taking medications. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what's right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what worked wonderfully for Eugene might need small adjustments for you. Your healthcare team is your best partner in this journey toward healthier aging, both mentally and physically. Take care of yourself. Stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.